What is up, everybody? How's your day going? Hope your day is going well. If you guys are new here, my name is Tank. This is the IBC Gang YouTube channel. Here, we talk about everything that's happening in the traditional markets as well as the crypto markets. And we always cover what's going on in the Cosmos ecosystem because we're cosmonauts through and through, obviously, right? Like you guys saw the title, it's IBC Gang. What'd you think? What you think? What I tell you. Guys, today I'm accompanied by my partner, Bren, who's moderating the chat and the Discord. Where's Blau? Where is Blau, Bren? What's going on with him?
I think he's working, but soon we're gonna have him full time.
No
So
more,
I'm excited.
no more working. No, unless you work here, full time crypto. That's the only thing that's reasonable. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, man. How's your day going, Bren?
It's going. I mean, I literally just rolled out of bed and sat down and started talking to you, so it's going.
That's how you start your day, guys. That's how you start your day. If you guys are just waking up, go ahead. We'll wait. We'll wait a couple, like 3 seconds. Go get yourself some coffee. All right, come back now. You guys should already be done. Get yourself some coffee. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you would also be a little extra, hit that little bell notification on the YouTube channel. It really does help us grow tremendously. We're trying to do this the right way. We're trying to do it the organic way with the community in the bear market from the ground up. Super, super difficult. We can only grow with you guys' support. So help me, help you, help everybody else in the space. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification. Think of it this way, guys. You are helping yourself when you do so because the more people that see these videos, the more exposure the Cosmos ecosystem gets. Actually, the more exposure crypto gets, but the more exposure specifically the Cosmos ecosystem gets. So it's kind of like you're helping the Cosmos ecosystem grow, which means you're helping your own bags grow because a lot of you guys are invested in there, right? Right? Yes, I think so. So help me, help you, help everybody. Tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell everybody you know to do the good thing and help us grow. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Just be a good person. With that being said, guys, I do want to take a quick second and let everybody know that's in the chat because you guys are the most important people in the whole wide world. In the whole wide world, especially in crypto, in anything you guys do. You guys are the things that make the world go round. You make this little hamster wheel turn, guys. Don't think anything in anything you do that you're not the most important person. Maybe little, when it comes to kids and stuff like that, but they still need you. They still need you. So I was going to say maybe your kids are more important, but not really. Like, you ever been in an airplane? They're like, put your mask on and then your kids, yeah, they need you still. What's up, Opa? What's up, Sunrise Miner? What's up, Chad? What's up, Blau? Fozzie? What's up, Adam Bomb? Fritz? Serious Crypto? What's up, man? Guys, how are you guys all doing today? What's up, fellas? What's up? What's up, Nathaniel? Mr. Bixby. Mr. Bixby. I don't know why I'm saying that in my agent from Matrix voice. Mr. Bixby. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get this party started. It's an important day. Important day. We were covering this yesterday, letting you guys know our thoughts about traditionally what's happening out there in the trade fi section of the world. If you guys don't know, we have the Fed meeting coming out, or the Fed minutes coming out later on today. I believe, when does that come out? Hold on one second. Let me check this out, guys. This comes out. Let me actually give this to you guys. If you guys don't know, I'm going to put this in the, I'm not going to post it in chat, but let me put this in the important sections or the helpful links of the day down below. There we go. The Federal Reserve. If you guys don't use this or have it somewhere like saved on your computer, definitely do so. It's a great place. It's just the federalreserve.gov, right? But it's the actual section that shows you like the breakdown for the day on their calendar. So today we have a speech from Governor Bowman, blah, blah, blah. And then we have the FOMC meeting, the minutes from the meeting coming out today at 2 p.m. I don't know if that's 2 p.m. my time or like 2 p.m.
It's Eastern.
Is it Eastern time? Okay, I was going to say, why can't it just be Central? Everything be so. By the way, I've noticed you, Bren, have gotten so much better when you're posting things like including UTC and Central. I don't even try. I'm just like, it's Central, baby. It's Central.
Yeah, you got to help some people out. Some people can't handle doing the
negative.
Conversion.
I can't handle doing the conversion. That's why I'm sticking with Central. What's up, B? What's up? What's up, Fozzie? Did I say Fozzie? What's up, Fozzie? So yeah, that's coming out at 2 o'clock. And really, guys, that is why we're seeing a lot of volatility right now. I mean, in retrospect, in hindsight, and when you kind of zoom out, on the higher time frames, like, not really. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, rejection, volatility in the markets. We're down 1 point, blah, blah, blah on the index funds. Like, yeah, Yeah, I guess so, if you want to say that. But like we're on the 4 hour time frame right now for the Dow Jones. I usually show you guys the daily. Let me just go to the 4 hourly time frame on the Dow Jones. Like, okay, we came down here, 200 SMA, bounced off that like a springboard, zoom all the way back up, and look, we got this little itty bitty. The past, like, what is this? This is like a whole day of pumpage, and then this little itty bitty red candle right now that's forming. We're down 0.53% on the Dow. Like I said the other days, don't go getting ahead of yourselves, you little bearish people. It's so easy to be bearish, right? It's so easy. But like honestly, like I said too in the previous videos, where we start off a little bit neutral, a little bit in the red, and then what happens? We just dunk, 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 dunk. We just keep climbing like the original Donkey Kong up the ladders while that monkey's throwing things at us. We just hop, hop, hop. Like, hey, whatever, right? We're just hopping over. We're just hopping over. That's literally what happened yesterday. But everybody yesterday was all doom and gloom. I'm not saying we can't be all doom and gloom. I think right now, more than yesterday and the day before that, probably the better time to be all doom and gloom. But seriously, you know, we've just been kind of skating. We've just been kind of skating. Now, is that because people have factored things in? Is it priced in? I don't know. I mean, it looks like it. It sure as heck looks like it. Look at that on the 4 hour. 200 SMA. Dunk, 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 little volatility. We're threading in and out. I call this threading, right? Where we come up, in, out, in, out. We're just threading our shoelaces. And then, boom, we bounce. That was just yesterday, folks. That was just, not, actually, move my stuff. That wasn't just yesterday. That was from the 10th. That was from the 10th. And every day, look at that. Look at how we climbed. A little bit higher, a little bit higher. This one was lower, but a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. We have to have these moments too, by the way. We have to have sellers to have more buyers. We have to have retests and stuff like that. But then up, 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 up. And then again, after consecutive green candles, we got to have a down candle. I'm looking out right now on the Dow Jones. I'm looking out for 33,746. This is that white line right here. That's that line that I'm looking out for. We need to come back and retest certain things. Again, that is previous resistance that we had in the past. If we can capture that later on today or throughout the day, easily can bump up and retest these levels now. We can easily do that. And matter of fact, if you actually extend this level out here a little bit more, let me do that right here. If we extend it out a little bit more, you can see that it was previous rejections, even back further, right? We can go back further. Previous support, previous rejection, previous rejection. Again, if we can flip it into support, guess where we're going, my friends? It's really simple. Where are we going? Tell me in the chat. I'll give you 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Where you guys think we're going? Let me know. I know there's a 30-second delay, so that's not fair. But where you think we're going? Where you think we're going? I'll tell you where. We're going there. That's the next resistance level, baby. That's all it is. Now, I'm getting a little bit of hopium. I'm telling you guys like the bullish narrative. I'm telling you guys, you know, if certain things cancel out, I do want to point it out to you guys because I don't want to be overly bullish and like blind, you know, to the possibilities. We do have RSIs rolling over. We do have a red dot, but you know what? We said that yesterday, right? The Russell, excuse me, the Russell was our leading indicator for that. This is on the daily. We had a red dot yesterday. Let's go back here. We don't have it just yet, but I'm thinking if the 4 hour has it like it does right now, we could actually lead into on the daily for the Dow Jones now a red dot here. And maybe guys, all we do is kind of just do like we're showing on the 4 hour time frame. We just consolidate here. It doesn't mean red dots doesn't mean, look, red dot here on the 4 hourly, red dot. What did we do? We just kind of stayed hugging this 200 SMA. It doesn't mean that we have to take massive dumps, right? It's just consolidation. That's all it is on the 4 hour. That's why I say zoom out a little bit more. When you get it on the daily, usually a little different. But honestly, look, red dot. What happened there? Boom. Not much, right? Yeah. All the other ones got canceled out. I believe we had other ones before, but they canceled out. So if we even do print out a red dot, all we can do is just cancel out. We can stomp through right here, stay on this white line. Again, we're a little bit above on the daily time frame for this white line. 33,797 is where I'm looking for us to stay above. That'd be pretty much combining with the 200 SMA on the daily time frame. Don't go counting your eggs before the hens start laying them. Just because you got a bunch of hens, don't mean you're gonna get all those eggs, right? But on the conservative side, on the flip side, I do want to point out to you guys, we do show some bearishness or some some things happening right now. You can clearly see RSIs are rounding. They're not a good thing, right? We'd like to see them pointing upwards, or at least trending upwards. This one is rounding. This one's indifferent, so kind of 50-50. If and honestly, by the way, talking about 50-50, if the markets right now were like down 2 points or something like that with the minutes being released later on today, that would be like a clear sign. That would be a super clear sign. But right now, the Dow, at least the Dow index, doesn't show me that. Could later on today, definitely could. But right now in this early morning, I don't really see it just yet. So take profits while profits are there to still be there. And then if it does turn around on us, we're all gravy. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. We can be wrong. We could be wrong. I'm just throwing out both sides right now for you guys to think about. Yeah. So if we look at the NASDAQ, we do have our red dot on the daily time frame. But I believe the Russell showed us this beforehand, right? So I told you guys, watch, we're probably going to get that red dot. Guess what? We got the red dot. Put the Russell on your guys' time, like on your charts. Use it as your leading indicator, your leading signal, your lighthouse in the traditional index funds that you're looking at, right? If this flashes the next day, I promise you it's going to probably flash somewhere here on the NASDAQ and the SPX. Look, it's there on the SPX too. Lo and behold, it's there. But yeah, so right now we do show the same thing. RSI coming down, looking like it's rounding right here. We do show a red dot. All signs right now showing us that we could be coming down to this level on the NASDAQ, which is 13,272 for the NASDAQ, but that's totally fine. I like to see things get back tested. I don't like seeing straight up movements always and forever. We need to have those ebbs and flows as we grind it out. We need to have these ebbs and flows when we grind it out. If not, if we just keep pumping and expect to get smashed at some point. So I would much rather see it. In fact, I showed you guys before, I took them off because it just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. And that's usually how the market reacts, what you want it to do versus what it's going to do. Two separate things. But I told you guys before, I would really like to see it actually in the past do more ebbing and flowing like this, the long-term slow and steady growth. But no. It just ignored me and pumped. Came down to here, ebbed. Now I'm thinking if it does the same thing, maybe it comes down to this white line, like, let me show you guys here. So we come up, we come down, we come up, we come down, we come up, we come down. Maybe we just do that. And then we try to meet up and make another push after the minutes after today to the 200 SMA. Strong possibility. The trend is our friend until it's not, right? Until these totally get canceled out. And what I'm looking for right now, realistically, guys, is a couple of really short-term things and then a bunch of long-term things, really. Let me show you guys what that is. Like short-term, you can say that we're sitting on that right now, right? Short-term, right here on the daily. Granted, I can fix this a little bit better. We're sitting on it right now. We came up, bounced, and now we're sitting on it right now. We don't want to go any much further short-term. Never mind the short term because I don't really like that though. Let's actually take a look at previous resistances and support and go by that. Right here, like I said, 13,272. If we break down below that, look for this section on the charts to be a good level. Let me show you that. It's going to be here, this transparent box. That is just basically between the two white lines that I had before. And if that breaks down, look at these lower levels. And then the real ones that I want you guys to pay attention to is this support line right here, which is the long-term support line. That's the one that I'm more really watching than anything. Is this, let me make this thick. Let me make it thick boy for you. Thick boy for you. There you go. Boom. And make this smaller for you guys. Make it itty bitty small. There you go. This thick line right here, that's our real support line that we have. So even if we were to come all the way down here, if we cancel these things out, that'd be kind of worrisome. I don't want to cancel this out. But if we do, we can find support even lower. Look how that lines up to right here. Lines up with our support line right here. That's the real level that I'm watching right now. I wouldn't want to see this get canceled out right here. But if we do, we could still come down to here and catch the support right there and be intact with our long-term trend line to the upside over the larger time frames. So again, we could go through volatility, but that's what I'm prepared for if things turn around on me, if I'm wrong. So I'm looking for the US 100 index, which again is the NASDAQ, for real support to come in right around, let's see here, right around 12,232. But in the short term, I'm looking for this zone. I'm looking for this zone. And then again, I'm looking for this zone right here. But be patient. Be patient, my friends. Good morning, Mike. What's up, Fractal? Crypto Guts. I'm buying below 21K. You talking about Bitcoin, obviously. Brent, we got any questions? You got any questions about that?
Nope, no questions.
Awesome sauce. Can you guys hear Brent pretty well? We're trying to get here. He was trying to get his audio better. If you guys would hit the like button, hit the like button on the channel, but also give us a thumbs up if you guys can hear Brent pretty well with his audio. To me, it sounds a little faint, but can you guys hear him okay? Let me know while I take a sip of this coffee. Good morning, IBC Mafia. Can they hear you? I don't know.
I mean, I just heard myself back on stream. I sound kind of quiet, but it's not too bad.
Let me see if I can turn them up just a tad, guys. Just a tad. Boom. Hopefully that helps. We're trying to get the audio okay. Bren always sounds great. He's always sounding great.
Oh yeah, dude. I always had a very good microphone set up. He's right.
Nikolova. How do you say that? Dimitri. What?
Dimitrina Nikolova.
Nikolova. That sounds better. I want to say Nikolova. He sounds great. Thank you for the feedback. You guys can hear him. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Also, while you guys are giving thumbs up, please like the video. I don't say that enough. Let's move on, guys. If you guys have any questions at all about these charts, about these indexes for the TradeFi section of this channel or of this stream, let me know, please. We can definitely go back, but I think you guys kind of get the gist. Let's take a look at the Russell. Got rejection right there. I told you guys, as we come up to the 200 SMA for a lot of these index charts, that we're going to be running into a lot of volatility. As we're coming up to it, boom, of course, get smacked back down a little bit. Not saying that we have to come all the way back down, but this is the section I'm looking at. It's really super simple. Really super simple. Let's just go from the toppity top right there. Look, that's the top of that body of that candle. That's almost the top of that wick of that candle. That is definitely the top of these wicks of this candle. And that's where we got smashed on that doji. Ooh, I don't know why when I drink coffee, I got a burp too. I'm sorry. So sorry, guys. At least I'm not ASMR burp in your ear and stuff like that. I'm so sorry. TMI, stop doing that. But that's where we got smashed down right here. So a good section right now. I know you guys don't want to see that happen with the Russell, but like realistically, we could come all the way back down here, find some support, bounce back up. And of course, probably that 200 SMA would be kind of smashing back down, leading even closer and closer and closer. And we could just range right there. Remember, we need to, at some point, go sideways for a little bit. We had a massive explosion, especially if you're taking a look at the Russell, right? From this low to where we are now, over 63 days, over a little over 2 months, right? We have seen 21.85% move for the Russell. That's enormous for TradeFi. That's enormous. If you go to the NASDAQ again, guys, I'm sorry for going backwards, but if you go from that low to where we are right now, again, that's 22.33% in 62 days, a little over 2 months. And even for the Dow Jones, like we had similar moves, right? From that low to where we are right now, 14.56. And that's actually above the 200 SMA right now. I didn't even notice that earlier in the daily. So really, really good moves in less than or right around 2 months. Guys, expect when that kind of stuff happens, really, we need to go sideways for a little bit. And I'm not talking about like just like straight sideways. We need to have our ebbs and flows as we're going sideways, but like we need to start sustaining ourselves and laying down a good foundation level right here on the charts for some of these index funds, guys. And I would like to see, even especially for the SP 500, I could see us just kind of, even if we just come here and range right here for the next month or so and then pull up or make a decision after, that'd be absolutely fine. Sustainable, maintainable growth is always what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for parabolic moves. If I am, I've already probably taken profits, which I did the other week before, right? The goal is not to hit those home runs. It's to make sure that you're a winner. I missed out. Admittingly, I missed out on the rest of this past week, right? I missed out, not by much, but I did miss out. It's okay though. It's okay. If we go down to Bitcoin, let's go down to Bitcoin right now. Ooh, like you can see right here. I know I'm gonna go to my different chart because this one has a lot of writing on it all the time. I know it gets a little confusing sometimes, but you can see this white line that we've been sharing. We're coming back down to it right now. So far on the daily, we do have a nice little wick, but we have a lot more of this daily candle. We have 9 hours and 20 minutes left for this daily candle to close. We need to get through this afternoon, 2 o'clock Eastern time, which is 1 o'clock Central time. We need to see what the Fed minutes look like. Alrighty, guys, remember, the Fed minutes are just an explanation of the basis rate hike that we've already just went through. So like, there's really no real like reason to get off doom and gloom. What real investors are looking for is just kind of rhymes and reasons to the madness that the Fed likes to practice, right? Like that's all they're trying to look. They're looking for little clues on what they could be expecting on the next rate hike. That's what they're looking for today with the Fed minutes. So that they're trying to read in between the lines to see if Powell and all them other people say anything kind of crazy, giving them any kind of clue of what might be coming down the pipes or down the road. So that's what we're looking for today. All in all, again, we're talking about some volatility factors before in TradeFi that was affecting crypto. We had earnings, right? But basically Walmart earnings, if you guys missed yesterday's show, if you guys missed what happened the other day, Walmart earnings was a little bit better than what people were expecting, although it wasn't like ultra bullish or anything like that. They did beat expectations, but there were some other factors attached to those expectations that kind of made it more neutral. So it was kind of like a flat line, but all in all, it does, like that's what we're looking for, right? That's basically just signs of CPI coming down, inflation coming down a little bit. You can see like the price of, this, depending on how you look at it, you can see the price of wood dropping, which means the prices of homes are dropping. Some people are saying, oh, that's going to be the market crash for the home market, not necessarily be the housing market crash. I know a lot of people are like, they're going to swim in that pool. That's their tinfoil hat. A lot of people expect that, right? Like the next thing that's going to happen is it's going to be the housing crash. There's some, valid points to be heard with that argument, but not necessarily. Some sections of some parts of the country that have not managed themselves very well, obviously, right? Obviously. But I can tell you right now, places like Middle Tennessee, like Nashville, it's a very, very hot, sought out place. Our home prices, even throughout pops and the C word, like, with the health scare 2 years ago, everything, like, it might dip down a little bit, but we're still very much overpriced, and we're going to stay that way because it's in high demand. Look at places like Florida. Look at places like, some places in the East Coast that are highly populated, even though I will say they do manage their budgets pretty bad in some of these places. But it doesn't matter. The demand's still there, so they're going to move there. Like, look at Texas. Look at some other places in the country. Like, those places are going to stay relatively high. So some places might pop a little bit. I don't even want to use the word pop, but I'm not totally sold on that narrative yet. I'm just not totally sold on it yet. But anyway, that's what you guys missed the other day. I showed you guys with all of that happening. I'm looking for 23,160. That's what we needed to hold above for basically the options closing last week. And again, that's still something to look at going forward, right? It's still a large place for us to hold up so far with price action going forward. So we need to hold up. We're just above it right now, just by a couple of $100. But hey, we're still above it right now. You can see the wick came down to it, looked at it, and now it's staying above it right now. We need to watch it over the next few hours leading into the Fed minutes being produced for us. Now, if you look at the 1 hourly, you can see that we're a lot closer looking than the higher time frames. If that fails, guys, again, I'm looking for this transparent box right here, which would ultimately, let me go ahead and let's kind of make this projected out a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to do this very well. I'm going to try without screwing it up. Nope, I'm going to screw it up. Ah, there we go. Right here, guys, as you can see, if this doesn't hold up on the 4 hourly, let me go to the 1 hourly. This is the next section that I'm looking for. It's basically this longer triangle pattern that we were in, just us coming back into it, right? It's just us coming back into it. And again, I'm looking for basically 21.6 or basically 21.7 to be a good level of support going forward. And then if we dip down below that, guys, you can see these levels here. Take a look at them. 1, 2. Again, let me paint it out for you guys. 1, 2. You guys know how DCA by fours, splitting up those fours into fours as well. So again, when you're looking at it, that's what I mean when I'm counting these off. It's a range, right? So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4, right? If you guys want to see that, join us in the Discord. You can find the link down below in the video, guys. Join us in our Discord. We share it there. But that's what I got for Bitcoin. Market Cipher B. Market Cipher B. Showing us RSI is coming down on the 1 hour, 4 hour, still coming down daily. Yep, we're probably going to see a little bit more selling pressure. So more often than not, we're probably going to go do that. But that doesn't mean that we ultimately have to, right? Doesn't definitely mean that we ultimately have to. We could just hang here. We could hang above 23.1 and like just invalidate all of this like we've been doing. So that's what I got for Bitcoin. Any questions at all?
Nope.
Fozzie thinks we're going to get to 19K eventually. I know earlier Fracto says he's buying below 21K. Awesome. That's good, Jones. Nikolova, they said it right, Brent?
Yeah, I think so.
Nikolova says first 30K, then 19 and lower for Bitcoin. You see, this is what I'm like. Bitcoin, I agree, Blau. Bitcoin is in a danger zone right now. It needs to hold up above 23.1. Like, and it's so close to that. It's in a danger zone right now. It needs to hold above that because if not, we're going to get into this invalidating, especially on the daily time frame, right? We're going to start invalidating some of these movements that we made in the past. And like, yeah, it would not be good if we dip down below here, especially if we dip down below here, which is 22.3. But if we come below this right here, I don't want to see that at all. Like, I really don't want to see that at all. That would be the no. I don't want to see that happening at all. Let me go to, let me see if this is any better looking. Here we go. This is a lot better to visualize. Again, it's really, really simple, right? We need to hold above on this trend line in order for us to stay in trend. That's what we need to do. We cannot fall below this. And if we do, I hope you guys have been taking profits through this run up. That's what I've been always telling you guys. You know, you got to prepare yourself if you're wrong. But if we do break down, we are in the danger zone. We could come back down to these key levels. Again, really, really easily to see here. 20,420. You can see this here. If I just zoom out a little bit better, this is just previous tops, right? Previous top. We could come down below that even, but that's what I'm looking for if we break this trend line to the upside right here. Oh, Bitcoin, just do something better for once. Why you got to give us anxiety for? I don't have anxiety. I've been taking profits. Brandon, you've been taking profits?
I haven't.
Why are you laughing for?
Because I haven't bought anything in this bear market.
There you go. Look, you're like, come back down then, baby.
Yeah, a little Goblin Town action.
Come back down. This is what Brent's been waiting for. He's like, yes, I knew it. Come down to me, baby.
I mean, I'm not saying what I did was right. It 100% is not. It's just different situation, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody, different strokes, different folks. You got to stick with what you got to do. But yeah, you know, guys, again, just the importance of being a profit taker always. Being a profit taker always. And, you know, we're going to, I said this to Kevin in a space yesterday from Oni Validator. We're going to be going over, and I'm going to admitting not just myself, but I'm going to be sharing maybe a couple of pre-recorded, but we'll definitely be doing a live video talking about like our strategies and how we deploy them personally. I'm trying to get Blau. I think Blau already said he would. And I would like to get a couple of other people, just kind of give you guys some food for thought and how to remain in this game over long term and practice proper risk management, practice proper profit taking. Ooh, can't say proper profit taking really fast. But yeah, I think that, you know, that really does separate a lot of people. So again, if you know, if I'm wrong, all of this gets invalidated, which there's a high probability still, guys. We could come down, see these lower levels. We could come down even further, like some people are saying, right? But as you guys can see on my charts, my friends, you see these transparent boxes? I got DCA zones all throughout them. Always reinforcing my positions with more positions. Give it to me. Give it to me. Let's move on, though, from Bitcoin. Down 1.93%. Why didn't you go back up already? Just stop it. Just stop it. We liked you better when you were going back up. Let's talk about Adam. Adam right now, our favorite love child in the space. We have favorites, guys. It's okay. You can say you have favorite children. It is trading at $11.27. We're at a critical moment as well, our critical level. Just like Bitcoin, just like a lot of these altcoins are going to be the same thing, right? As you guys can see here, you see this big thick boy line right here. That is the line we need to stay above, and we are coming to test it right now. We need to stay above that. We could thread it. We could definitely thread it. Ideally, it wouldn't be ideal, but like, or ideally, it wouldn't be ideal. It wouldn't be ideal for the price action, but we could thread it and still be, still keep that intact. It could even be a little bit more extreme than that. We could thread it, hit the 0.5, come through like this, and bounce on the lower section or whatnot. Still, I'm going to keep that trend line there until it's not valid anymore. But if we do break down, let me show you guys another thick line right here, right? Thick boy time. Let me show you right here. That's another thick line that I'm looking out for. And this is the third thick line I'm looking out for, right? Bada bing, bada boom. Let me get this out there. Boom. That doesn't need to be there anymore. As you guys can see here, this, not a thick boy line, this thinner line right now is what we're sitting on. You keep it up there for a while because it was previous resistance. Now we're holding on to it right now. It's lining up perfectly right now. And it is probably going to meet together. This is a good section, but it's a critical section for price action for Adam. We need to hold above $11 roughly. We need to hold above roughly about $11. $11 to $11.10 for the short foreseeable future in order for us to remain trend intact, right? If we break down, guys, we need to hold up and bounce off, which was once resistance, and treat this section with about $10 as support and bounce off of it and kind of go back up. That's what we need to do, because again, as you guys can see, that would lead up to our previous low when we came down and tested this trend line here. That would lead up to this section right here on the charts, which is right around $9.68 to $10. Boom, lines up to our trend line here. We need to hold up. Those are the sections that you guys need to be watching out for on the charts. If you guys want to follow this, check it out in the Discord. I put it there. It's not thick boy lined. I didn't update it yet. But if you guys want to check it out, check us out on the Discord. Check out the altcoin section that we share charts on. But again, if that falters, guys, if we go lower, I'm looking out for this section, this thick boy line right here, which is 862. I'm looking for in between the golden pocket right here, somewhere around 750. Golden pocket being around 720 to 795. And then again, I got orders, guys. I got orders all the way down to $1. I got orders all the way down to $1. I'm ready. Give it to me, baby. Some of you guys might not even know that song. I'm dating myself with that song. And all the ladies say I'm pretty fly for a while.
You say that, Tank, but we talked about this earlier. You're probably one of the younger people in the IBC gang.
I'm probably one of the younger, older people in the IBC gang, and I'm loving it. Brent did remind me of that. There's so many of you old asses in this gang. I love it that I'm not the oldest one. I used to be the oldest one all the time, but there's a lot of you old monkeys in here with me. I love it. I love you guys. We could be the pack of old degenerate monkeys in crypto.
Yeah, I think Chicken Taco said IBC gang is the Cosmos retirement community the other day.
Yeah, take my money. I love it. Fozzie said he's the oldest. Wait, Fozzie, how old are you? Mike says he turns 40. Welcome to the club, brother. I'm 41. Who's older than me? Raise your hand. I know there's a delay, but raise your hand. Like the stream if you're older than me. If you're younger than me, you should probably like the stream too. He's 52. God dang. You old fart, bro. It's an old monkey. Opa's an old monkey right there. Yeah. Chad says he's older. Matt says he's older. Nice. I love it. I love
That's
it.
Crazy, dude. That's actually crazy.
Old farts. We're gonna take over. We're gonna take over crypto. This isn't a young man's game anymore. Get out of the way, you little runts. No, if you're younger than us too, guys. If you're younger than most of us, hit that like button as well. You guys are probably gonna live a lot longer. 43. Nice, dude. Nice. Look at all of you guys. Got 2 years on you. Nice. I love it. I love it. Now I don't feel so bad. Now you guys know I don't feel bad when I reference like some of those things back in the 80s, late 70s and stuff like that because like, we I say some of those things like Willow references and stuff like that. I'm like, they don't even understand what I'm talking about. Love it. I love it. Now I don't feel as bad. Get off my yard. Get off my yard, whippersnapper.
Yeah, man. All the references you thought were going over your head, everyone was getting them all along, man.
All of them were getting it. All of them were getting it, guys. And look, now you guys all have an excuse, by the way, too, with submitting proposals and like doing all these things that for some reason we can't seem to figure it out. Like, I get it. We're like, wait, how do I connect this? Show me while we type with one finger. How do we do a Commonwealth? I got to do what? Just show me. Here, come here. Just show me. Hey, look, guys, I'm not even joking. I always have to ask Brandon or Grits. I don't know where Grits went, by the way. I think he was moving.
Him. He said he's getting done with moving, and he got his internet back last night, and he should be done by this weekend. Apparently,
life without internet. How does anybody? I swear, dude. I'm prepared for it. I think I could survive out there if everything EMP happened, all this other stuff, dude. I'm ready for it. Live in the hills of Tennessee. I got everything I need. Got my ammo. Got my weaponry. Get my weapons. But it would be struggle busing not being able to check my phone in crypto anymore. I'm like, oh no, kill that deer. Why don't I check my trading view? Anyway, so ranting. Obviously this coffee is really good. Got so excited when you told me I'm not the only old fart here. Secret. Let's move on to Secret, guys. Excuse me. Apologies, anybody that's watching after the fact. You guys don't get to laugh along with us, but yeah, we're all old. Secret holding up right now above the 0.5, which is a critical level. That 122, as you guys can see right here, the 0.5. As we wick down to that, we are staying above it right now on the daily time frame. We need to hold above 120, in my humble opinion. If not, again, I've been showing you guys for Secret some of these averages, right? We have this, which, admittedly could probably get projected out just a little bit more. We have this one that could get projected out just a little bit more as well. If we break down below the 0.5, we can come to here, which is right around 115. I know it's not a lot difference here, but 115 to a range of 110 basically would be a good level of support right there. And then if that breaks down, guys, we cannot break down below this dotted line because we'd be invalidating our basically our average move to the upside with our trend. But if we do, look for this ultimate lower wick lows trend line that we put out here, this big thick boy line, as the real level of support, the realistic level of support for Secret. That is all the way down here right before the golden pocket underneath $1. It's right around 98 cents. If we break down below that, guys, anywhere between the golden pocket, which is this range right here, 87 to about 95 cents, has proven to be a really good place to start buying Secret. But that's what I got on my charts right now, and that's what I'm looking out for right now. Yeah, I'll share that. I'm gonna update. I know I said earlier you guys can come check it out on the Discord. I'll update it with these thick boy lines later on today. Once the show is over, I'll go ahead and update the Discord with it. Let's move on into Juno. Juno doing its thing, trying to hang right now, guys. Let me kind of zoom in for you guys right here. These are the sections that I've been sharing for Juno for a long, long time. Admitting that I took off that whole transparent box where I showed you guys about 2 weeks ago that if we broke away from $4 and like 10 cents or whatever, we could run up to $5. If we didn't hit resistance there, we were going to run up to 6 and see a lot of resistance. Lo and behold, that's exactly what we did. I didn't catch it. Admittingly, I took an average. I said if we didn't get 5, we would get 6. Definitely didn't get that 5, but I was pleasantly happy about being wrong with that one. But of course, we ran into 6 and we're getting a lot of resistance right now. I will say though, the pure fact that we are hanging above 580, even with all this downward selling pressure in the markets, even with everything coming in, on traditional markets with crypto, I guess maybe you can say, admittingly, I'm a little biased because I always tell you guys like how bullish I am on Juno. It's in the charts as well. I'm getting really freaking bullish again on Juno, just on how it's reacting to the rest of the market. I could really see, it's a little different because like Coinbase favors ERC20 tokens. A lot of these exchanges, right? They favor more ERC20 tokens. Some of them list, all kinds of DeFi, degenerate tokens in different ecosystems like KuCoin does, Kraken does a little bit more. But I really do think I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing soon another call that Juno's getting listed on another centralized exchange. I'm not putting foot out. I don't know. Nobody, I'm not pulling this in. I'm just saying I would not be surprised at all to see that happening for not just Juno, but even for Evmos too. But we'll get into Evmos in just a little bit. I honestly would not be surprised with that. But if we falter, it's really easy, guys. If we falter from here, we don't hug this trend line or this resistance line that we've been hugging for a little while, which is right around 587. Look up for these levels. I'm just going to quickly call them off, guys. It's 514, 442, 396 between, and this is kind of a big variance, but between 274, $3 and 340. That's kind of, I don't know how I feel about this. This is a good range to kind of like, again, if I was to pick, again, DCing by fours, into fours, right? Like this would be my 1, this would be my 2, and this would be my 3. And then anything ultimately down below would be my 4th, right? You guys know how I DCA, always reinforcing my positions with more positions. So I pick 4 levels on the charts. I take my capital, whatever I reserved, into all 4 of those, split those into 4 as well, and then I kind of just average in doing that. But that's how I would do that right there, guys. And that's what I'm prepared to do personally going forward as well. I'm just so bullish. I don't even think that's going to happen though, but like I'm so bullish on Juno. Super bullish on Juno. Like the video if you guys are super bullish on Juno. Lobo, Wolf, Core 1 devs, all you guys working on Juno. I know you guys see my videos every once in a while. Like the video. I invite you guys to just come and talk about things that you guys are working on. Please. I know you guys don't take. Yeah, I know you guys don't take. I should. I know you guys don't take much interviews, but we just want to hear your guys' thoughts. We don't even have to bring up CCN. None of that stuff. We just want to look forward. I just want to look forward. I would love to be the channel that you guys come talk to about Juno, because I feel like unofficially I'm like the biggest Juno advocate. I'm not a shiller. I'm an advocate though. Like, hey, you know, you don't even have to pay me. I'll drink that Kool-Aid all day long anyway on my own. What's that? Poison? Give it to me. Like I'm for it. I'm all for it. That's me trying to be transparent with you guys. Juno is exciting. Did anybody else? I know there's a bunch of you guys in here that maybe not have hit the like button. If you guys like Juno, if you guys hold Juno, you better like the video. What did friends say? I always think it's really funny. The friends channel, when you hit the like button, it triggers the YouTube algorithm and then it pumps your bags or something like that. No, it really doesn't. Stop saying that. But I like the shield. I like when he say that. Hit it because it could pump your bags. Going into Osmo, guys. Going into Osmosis or the Osmo token. Oops. Stop drawing lines. Let me show you guys here. Really easy. Really, really easy. Again, stable coining it basically. Man, I'm really, like, honestly, I'm really happy with what's happening recently for Osmosis and the Osmo token as well. But realistically, guys, if we actually do get some more selling pressure, which it kind of looks like that, I'm looking out, it's kind of like split on the average, right? It's not necessarily exactly, but if we take almost wicks to the low on the daily time from the previous wicks down here, wicks to the high right here, you can kind of say by average right around 112 is where we should catch some sort of support. So right around 110 to 112, if you're averaging it, should be some sort of support. So I'm going to take a look at that and leave that on the charts just by eyeballing it. Again, if that falters, guys, we can go down to a critical level, which is 104, just like Secret 104 is a critical level for Osmo. If that falters, guys, look down below here. So 90 cents. And then again, if I'm splitting it up into 4s by 4, I'm going to show you guys how I'm looking at it right now. 1, 2, right? And this is not just push it all on the table at this one range, right? Like it's 2 within this range. So 1, 2, 3, and then all the way down below. Always being ready for that super, super like unimaginable event that happens. So yeah. Boom. That's what I'm looking at for Osmosis. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I wouldn't even I don't think I've seen a Lobo video. He doesn't even have to show, don't even show your face. I would just love to have your voice on the channel talking about things, for Juno. Would absolutely love it. Would absolutely love it. We don't even have to get no personal stuff at all. Just I want to hear your thoughts, your aspirations, what you're hoping to see from some of these projects, and you know what you guys are maybe working on. I think that would be great. Oh yeah, Jake, Zachy, all them. They're normal. They're all over the place. I think Jake is like one of the most outspoken and verbal person.
Jake or Jack?
Jack. I'm sorry, Jake. I'm saying I can't see that far. Jack. Does this say Jack? Jake.
No, he says Jake, but I know you used to refer to
Oh
Jack
yeah,
as
no, I
Jake
am.
in the
I am.
past.
I am doing
So
that again. Yes, I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. But he is one of the more active personalities besides Jacob from Notional, right? That works on things. I can't even see this. There's so much smudges on that. I just need to. I don't even want to put that on my face. It's so bad looking. Uh,
how
um,
far away is that monitor?
it's like an arm distance. Like I don't know how long my arm span is. It's even further than that. It's pretty far. It's pretty far. I got a like, dude. There's a whole setup. If you guys would see, I got a big bright light there. I got a big blinding light right there that kind of throws me off every once in a while. On top of not being able to see, camera right there. I used to have a camera right here. There's a big mic arm right here. Big old green screen behind me. Like there's a whole thing that goes along with this thing, man. One day we'll be professional. Anyway, moving on, guys. Let me know if you guys like Osmosis or Osmo, the Osmo token. Are you guys buying more? Are you guys just compounding? Are you guys been selling? Let me know in the chat. Let me know by liking the video. Let's move on. Evmos. We were talking about Evmos quite a bit yesterday on Spaces. We're talking about it quite a bit recently on the Maneki platform as well. But right now, guys, look at this. We're holding up above this white line right here, which is 185. We're actually right below it because we're looking at it on the daily time frame. If I go in the 4 hour, you can see that we're right below it. The 200 SMA is in between these two white lines, which is 176 to 185. That's a good place for us. And so far on the 4 hourly time frame, we've been holding up above the 200 SMA. So like that's just really interesting for Evmos. Super, super interesting for Evmos. What's up, UK? Fozzie says he has a giant bag of Osmo. Me too. But I personally want to buy more Evmos. I want personally, and I'm writing a prop for this, the Maneki to buy more Evmos. But we got to be real about it, right? Like we're waiting for some certain levels. Bren, what do you think is a good place to deploy? Have you bought any additional on top of the airdrop that you've gotten? As far as Evmos goes, have you bought any?
No, actually I haven't, but I will be buying some with your 4x4 strategy around $1. So that's what I'm waiting for.
Do you think $1 is the fair market valuation for it?
I would say so. I mean, in the short term for sure, especially because how new they are, the APR, and 500. Like I think they're at a 500 mil market cap right now, which is roughly similar to Osmo, and like Osmo has done stuff this run.
That would mean to get to $1 from where we are right now, roughly, because it's on the daily time frame, that we would have to go down 45.46% more. That's insane. We could do it. Like honestly, look at this wick, right? Like we could definitely do it. Oh, I'm sorry, Brent. I'm not sharing my. Hold on. Let me share my screen for you. Boom. There, it's in the Discord. I can share my screen so you can see it live. I'm sorry, guys. I know there's a little bit of a delay sometimes too. But like, we can definitely do it because look at these wicks, right? These wicks are major. I know it's that, you know, we're on BitGet and stuff like that, but you can see these kind of referenced. Let me take a look right here on Osmosis as well. Oh, there it is. Excuse me. Let me see if they actually have it. Did they have those wicks happen? Oh, not so much. Oh no, that's a 15-minute chart. Sorry.
That's the thing though, like long term, I'm extremely bullish on Evmos, and I have been since I found out what an EVM was and what they were trying to do. But in the short term, they haven't done much, and their product has kind of been, you know, not too great with the transactions being delayed and their whole UI just not being great. And what do they have right now? They have Diffusion and
Diffusion,
I think Chronos.
Did it even have Chronos or whatever?
Did that even launch?
I don't even think it did, to be honest with you.
So it's definitely overvalued for the time being, but in the long term, I could see it being a massive player. I think even Vitalik mentioned Evmos being like the future of layer ones,
Well, if you
if
guys
I'm
would have
not
heard
mistaken.
Jacob yesterday in our Twitter space talk about, and there's a few other people talking about, I listened. If you guys didn't, if you guys missed the actual Evmos official Evmos Twitter space yesterday, not the one we held, but the other one earlier the morning, they were talking about, everything happening for Evmos, and this is why I want to buy more. I actually want to actually invest quite a bit amount of capital personally and with the Maneki, because I can see that actually being the case. But right now, I got to kind of agree with Bren. Like, you know, it's purely speculation based on fundamental or function, right? Purely speculation is what people are investing into right now, because really they only have diffusion, and their decay mechanism is still in place until, what is it, next month, September, whatever it is. I can look at it later, but I think it's something like that off the top of my head. That's fully needs to run its course, and then also, like, their market cap is so low, and their AP annualized rewards rate is so freaking high. It's just like, I don't know. I will say, at certain price points, I think it's worth it. And this is the way I'm going to play it, all right? This is the way I'm going to play. I'm showing it to you guys right now on the charts. You guys can't see it over here on the side. Maybe, no, you won't be able to see it here on the side. I'll just show it to you guys right here. Right here, this price point is 169. This is the first price point. The second one is right at 133. The next one is at 95 to $1 for Evmos. And I think that's how I'm going to structure my buying personally for Evmos with my DCA strategy. Again, guys, you got to remember, my DCA strategy doesn't mean at all that I'm looking to actually like deploy everything right at those lines. This is a range, right? Like, this will be a range. So like, when I show you guys this, I want to show you guys, oops, I freaking hate that box. Let me show you guys right here. This is what I'm talking about as far as like a range goes. This range, I will buy within this range. And the same thing with this box, I'm going to buy right before and right below it and right at, basically, in this range. This is how I split up my DCAs. So same thing with this, right? It's like a range. And then even I'll have my fourth buy. This is only 3. I'll have my fourth buy just in case we're absolutely wrong, right? Somewhere down below here, somewhere from 40 to about 10 cents or 15 cents, somewhere around there. Like, realistically, that's how I'm gonna range my buys, right? So I'll start laddering in a little bit with whatever I reserved for this entry point. I'll start laddering in here, always reinforcing my positions with more positions. So again, if I buy 1 right at 177, I'm gonna buy 2 right before 170. I'll buy 4 right at 166. And then right below here, I'll buy, 8 at 159. So boom, I'm always reinforcing my positions with more positions just in case it keeps cutting down further. And then whatever that combined total is that I had here, consider that again as 1. I'll buy again 2 starting off here, always reinforcing my positions in comparison. So if I used $500 to do all of that here, I'm going to have $1,000 here to do that here. Right? So always reinforcing my positions with more positions, doing the same thing. And then again, if I had $1,000 here, I'll have $2,000 here, and then I'll have $4,000 here, always deploying and bringing more soldiers to the battlefield, reinforcing my position, protecting my position in the war between my investment capital and what I'm investing into. So that's kind of how I do things. We're going to go into that later on, because I think a lot of people don't understand that that's kind of the stuff that saves you in this game. But I'm going to actually, here, let me take this, and I will do this right now. I'm going to put this in the Discord right now, just so that we have this, because I know stupid osmosis stuff doesn't save your charting, which why not? Boom. Actually, you know what? Let me do that real quick. This is going to take 1 second, guys. Let me do this right here. Just so it's updated, so all of you guys can see this, right?
By the way, apparently the decay for the Evmos claim started on August 1st.
It doesn't finish, though, until like September, right? Or something like that.
Does it say
I think it
until
says it runs its course until a certain time.
30th September?
Yeah. So I'm sorry guys. I'm just putting this in there for other people that are part of the Discord to kind of just reference and take a look at. It's not saying, like, again, guys, I'm not giving you guys financial advice. This is just the sections of the charts that I look at and that I think are important and that I will personally be partaking in depending on volume, depending on the momentum, right? Like everything's always dependent. I'm not going to just do it just because I said I do it. If I'm seeing things get cut through, or there's like a real fear in the markets, or something crazy happens again, like a black swan event, like obviously I'm going to be like, no, I'm not jumping in that boiling pot of water. But like if everything is normal and we're just talking about normal buying and selling and stuff like that, like that's what we're going to be watching out for on the charts. Again, let me just do this for big. I'm sorry, guys. Boom. There. Okay, let me go back here. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. But yeah, that's what I'm looking out for right now. We can go into Osmosis real quick. Let me do a real quick recap and see if we see anything in Osmosis that looks great. Look at Stargaze. Stargaze up right now. All your Manekis, all your NFTs that you guys recently bought, up right now. I see you guys, by the way, trying to sell your Maneki. We're going to take care of that. We don't have to make this a Maneki thing, but we're going to take care of the Stargaze situation. We're going to take care of all you people trying to sell your Maneki. Oh, I promise you. You can do what you got to do, though. I'm not mad at you. Do what you got to do. Sell it. But you will not be privileged to partake in the games and the festivities that we'll be hosting later. Period. And
We got a couple questions, by the way, when you got time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So MAV was asking, any opinion on Shade on Secret that went up quite a lot in the last 2 days?
Shade actually, where can you find the Shade chart? Is it on, I don't think it's not on Coinbase.
It's not on Osmo.
Yeah. You can find it here. It's not the best one. Stop. Trading view. Nope. So what we're looking at is from here to here. Hopefully that pulls it up. I don't know if it will. Nope. It will not. Oh, wait. Did I just exclude that part? Maybe I just did. I hate when it does that. I'm messing it up. I'm messing it up right now, guys. I am messing it up right now. Yeah, but Shade actually went from like $9 something, I think, from the low to here. Let me refresh this again to where we're at right now. But yeah, it had a really, so they have the Shade bonds. I'm doing that wrong, so I'm just going to move on. They have their Shade bonds. I don't know if that's actually like what's pumping it though.
It's not. It's just following the rest of the alts.
Yeah.
Like everything else is done a 2 to 3x as well in the same time period. So.
Yeah, that's true. But like, yeah, if you look at that right there, like it did have a massive, like from that low, which was right around, nope. That's not even it either. Hold on. 7 day. 14 day? 30 day. Where was the low? There you go. Low. $7.46. Was that the low? To where we're at, where it topped out and before coming back down was massive though.
Looks like it.
Where is, hold on. There's gotta be a better place for, didn't Cosmos Pug or something like that have?
I think they did CW20s.
Was it CW20s? Yeah. Guys, where are you guys seeing your guys' chart for Shade? I have some Shade. I actually converted. I got not enough, but I didn't buy the bottom either. I was pissed off about that. But I actually am for Secret. I actually am kind of interested, or somewhat interested in Shade. I really do think they have a really good thing going on over there with Shade and Silk. But yeah, I don't think it's the bonds. I think it is just running along with everything else. But yeah, I do think that's one to watch out for.
Also, what do you think about Rowan?
I think they're on the right path again, but
I like your giggle.
That is, it's a slow and steady path that they're going to have to take, and they're going to have to keep doing correct things. I know what did we talk about yesterday with Rowan, where they literally just revamped their validator situation a little bit. Well, not revamped it, but they're twerking it to be better. There's always been a lot of concerns with Rowan and their validators being top heavy, and they are doing things within their council. Gosh, I know Ryu talks to them quite a bit, and actually we should get Nomad on here as well.
For sure.
But they are trying to work on a couple of things. They do have some cool things. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily bullish. Like they did have that thing with ADA. They are the most longest going bridge when it comes to Ethereum for Cosmos. They could definitely do a couple of things, but really what screwed them is when they tried to do that Ascension thing or that PMTPP,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Too experimental, man. Too experimental. In a time like that, it was just a recipe for disaster, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. Their price action hasn't been slow and steady, more of a dive and Wreckville. Yeah. If we actually take a look at, let's actually go ahead and take a look at that. Try not to look at it, man. We try not to look at hurtful things like that. Where is it? Am I missing it? Cross my eyes. Maybe I'll find it. Where is Rowan? Did I miss it? I probably just went right past it. There we go. Shift chain one. Dying. Yeah.
Wow.
That's hard. That's hard. Hey, the good news is we found a floor. No, I'm just look, you gotta laugh at it sometimes, man. I was lucky enough to realize some profits in that experimental phase when it did have a nice little run up. I in full disclosure, from those profits, I chose to just keep what I had staked. I mean, at that point, excuse me, this moved so fast. It was like, I'm just going to stake it, and they do still have a pretty high annualized return. Like I still think, what is it right now? Hold on. I can tell you.
Yeah, I left mine staked too. I also took profits when you said you were taking profits on that stream, though. I also took, and I ended up losing it anyway in UST. So,
damn it!
Great success.
Let me just go here. I just like using this site. I don't know if they even have. Do they have Rowan on here? Yeah, they do. So Rowan right now still has an annualized return of 123.2%. It's still relatively high. Like you need like over 100,000 to even like, and still you're not really making much. But if it ever does return back, like I'm just taking this because if it ever goes back to 10 cents, like that's going to be a nice little gamble. So yeah, I kept it. I have way more than 100,000, but kind of wish I didn't, but it is what it is. I'm staking it for the foreseeable future. Any other questions?
Yeah, Bees was asking what you think about Kava.
Kava has some interesting things happening right now for their platform. They had a huge developer incentive program that they did recently. I used to really, really like enjoy Kava for like their what was it? Not their lend.
Surges.
Their surges, yes, their surges that they had. I kind of went away from that after what was that? We had one of them that we were doing where it wasn't really a surge; it was like something
UST
else.
something.
Yeah,
right?
It was the UST surge, and then
UST
of course
Atom.
Yes, and but then it like of course that was like right before that whole thing. Thank gosh, honestly, thank gosh we didn't get into that. But they had surges before that I thought was really, really interesting, where you could just supply right your asset. And then partake in. Let me see if they had their surge. Did they even? Yeah, they still have it right here. Like before, you could see like you could just supply. There was no chance of like you really losing that. You were just getting an APY of a pretty high percent. There was some of them if you were in early for some of their surge pools. Like if you were like the top 1 million liquidity provided. Before that, got over, like there was more, you got like upwards to 1,000% for a limited time. So it was like really, really beneficial. And I did dabble in it. But again, they do have, who did they absorb? They absorbed Sushi Swap, right? Wasn't it Sushi?
I think I don't know if they absorbed, but I do know they had something going on with sushi,
I
right?
think they kind of, I don't know if absorbed is the right word, but they did have where they pretty much took on a whole bunch of liquidity from sushi, or somehow connected it. Again, it's just so much things, right? I don't know. I'm not fully into everything. And they do have a lot of changes that they're working on right now. Like even look right here, like Kava Earn, you can get 28.69% APY on BUSD. Like it's not bad. That's not bad actually. Um,
Oh, it says sushi. Yeah, sushi deployed on Kava, and they together they funded incentives.
yeah, there you go. So like there is some cool things here. Um, and admittedly, I haven't looked at the Kava. Did I have it on here? I had it on here at one point. I haven't looked at the Kava token appreciation in a while. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Like, let me see here. As you can see, I was charting it at one point, right? Like, I really was charting it at one point. Um, Actually, it's not. Doesn't look too bad. Wow. Doesn't look too bad either for Kava from there to even where we are right now. In 56 days, it's 51% topped off at right around 68%. That's not bad, but like when you look at the long term picture for Kava, like that's you know an easy. That's an easy. Uh, like, uh, like yeah, I don't know how else to say that. That's an easy hurt right there. Um, I will say though, if you did buy down here, which was the ultimate lows, like obviously you're really enjoying it, right? And for anything happening on their platform, for them to be reversing from those lows, like a lot of people still have a lot more room to kind of get out. I will say I just don't think that it's over yet for Kava, and that's just because of the way that things are structured, how the way things are structured there. Um, I need to see like a true bottoming happen right now, and I just yet don't see that with Kava. So yeah, I personally have not really partaken in Kava. I think I have like 10 Kava that's a remain like left over, and all the stuff that we had when I supplied those surge things is literally locked up for a year because like they have like you can forego taking rewards and it gives you an extra 500% or something like that for a year. So like I'm not even looking at it. I don't even care. I don't even care. But you can see they have coming soon USDC, USDC, USDT. That that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Look at Osmo. You get 83.98% APY. Akash, which definitely I wouldn't like. I'd wait for the vesting schedule to kind of get closer to being flatline, which is going to happen in March 2023. But they have 95%, a little over that. Hell, even Atom, you get 29, right? Let me see some other ones here. Yeah, I don't know. Like you can get into these pairs. I don't want to say too much, speculate too much, but you can get in these pairs, which is nice, but they're so volatile as well. And like, you can just see, right? Like you just saw like, who cares if you're getting 80 something percent when it just keeps going down. But
Yeah.
yeah, anything else?
Yeah, Adam Bomb was asking, what do you think about Gravity Bridge now that there's a prop to make it the main bridge on Evmos?
Is it passing?
I don't know.
I don't care about the prop. Is it passing? Let me see.
Let's see.
Uh, Evmos. Why don't I see it on there?
I think it would be on Gravity Bridge,
It would be
right? I'm not
gravity. Yeah,
sure.
it'd be gravity. Let me see. Boom. Did it pass? It passed. Wait. No. I'm looking at the wrong one. Let me see here. This is actually pretty bullish. Gravity Bridge is the most widely adopted and decentralized bridge in the Cosmos, supporting integrations in many Cosmos blockchains and DEXs. Historically, the new DEX have been blah, 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 incentivized by Gravity Community Pool, encouraging liquidity and use, blah, 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 blah. Implementation Gravity Bridge assets were one of the first whitelisted tokens for the ERC20 model on Evmos. The implementation for Evmos is side would be straightforward. We were asking the Gravity community for 4 million Gravity tokens to be distributed over a 3-month period. Diffusion will match. Diffusion will match Gravity incentives with its own native diff token. Diff. You know, like I always think when I hear diff is Griff from Back to the Future. Hello, McFly. Again, another boomer reference there.
Everyone gets it. Everyone gets it, man.
Token, like you shouldn't even tell me that everybody gets it because now I got many of them. I got plenty of them. Token, which will lead to the creation of double rewards farming program. 15% diff daily tokens released for liquidity mining have been reserved for gravity-based asset pools if the proposal passes. So this proposal passed on Gravity Dex, right? Now
Gravity Bridge, yeah.
Gravity Bridge. It's my old age kicking in there. Now Evmos, do we have anything on Commonwealth with a signaling proposal to implement that?
Let's see. Commonwealth Evmos.
Let me get off this super bright white screen. By the way, come on, MintScan. We need dark mode. Why do we have dark mode here and not dark mode in that? Do you see anything in Evmos? I'm looking.
I see a bunch of stuff about the Nomad Bridge and Axelar, but I don't see Grav.
Recent threads. This is what we're looking at, guys. By the way, if you guys want to get ahead of the curve, you gotta look at Commonwealth.
Oh, here it is. Register Gravity Bridge ERC20s. That was a month ago.
So was that like a Nomad?
If you go to the ERC20 module,
yeah. Gravity Bridge pop 15 and 20.
I think that's the one he's talking about.
Right. Let me go back here. Register E7 registered E. Yeah. So 15. So it's already passed. So they could implement. That's what they're talking about with Gravity, is that they can implement it pretty easily. It's pretty straightforward. So it's already passed there. They just need to implement it, right?
It's pretty bullish, yeah.
It's pretty bullish.
44 mil market cap on Gravity.
We gotta buy more Evmos. We gotta buy more Evmos, guys. Apparently.
I mean, if Evmos becomes what it's set to become, Gravity Bridge is going to follow along, surely. I mean, I'm not too sure about the tokenomics on Grav.
I wouldn't say it's going to follow along exactly on the same path. And that, and maybe that's the essence of the question that they were asking. Like, are you asking, like, maybe is it a good time to buy Gravity?
What's the utility, like, of the token, though, like, when it comes to the bridge? That's what I'm not too sure about.
Yeah, maybe it is a good thing that they lost out on the osmosis then. But there was I think osmosis did the right thing, to be honest. It was the right call. It fits more for Evmos than it does anything else, to be honest with you, than it does osmosis. Itchy. I don't like, it's good. I think it will see some momentum carried along, right? But I think the real question is, which one do you invest more into? Evmos, or the bridge, or diff, like, right? I don't know. I wouldn't do diff just yet. But if there's going to be pools between diff and the Grav token, like, and they have decent APRs or APYs on the pools, APRs, that alone, because people are speculative, man. People might just jump on that just because of that. That is super. I don't know. Maybe it's a good time. I'd still wait. Like, honestly, I'd still wait for. Am I missing the Gravity? Oh, there. I would still wait, right? Like, I'd still wait. Gosh, dang it. For some different places on the, like, I would wait for maybe 20 cents. That's where we kind of stalled right here to get back tested. Like, that would be also, again, look at this bull right here, right? That would lead into right about here, the May 15th rejection point. We saw a low, so start laddering in right about that, around 2021 to 20 if you're conservative. Because the only reason we left that was for this from this pump on the 27th, which obviously it's coming back down from right now. There's nothing, if we keep going down below, the market takes us below that like quite easily. You can see this, hopefully, right? Quite easily, we can slide back down. That's why I don't like these huge pumps like this. I like to see slow and steady growth. But yeah, we could easily slide back down here to right around 23 to 20 cents. That would be my first ladder in on the Grav token. And then if we dip down below that, I'd maybe like reinforce at 15, 16. And then of course, all the way down here, right? Like that's a no-brainer.
Do you know the utility of the token itself?
No, I honestly, like, no, not really. But
Yeah, me
like,
too.
just if you're speculatively buying just to use it for the pools, like, yeah. As far as I know, and I could be dead wrong. Again, sometimes I'm blind, like I'm super ignorant to a lot of these tokens, especially the ones that haven't done things in a long time, because there's just so much other things to keep in track with. But like, as far as I know, for the Grav token, like it's basically just you can. Let's actually take a look at it. Gravity Bridge, you can stake it. There's basically no kind of like real incentive for inflation and staking APR, right? Like you're not going to make a bunch of bank off that. It's more like a utility or governance token, not so much like anything else. It's more like a governance token than anything. But now that, I mean, if they can use it in a pool on diffusion, totally different, right? Like that's going to have a huge use case there.
Yeah.
But
Nothing crazy though. Like if it had a bigger utility, like it was used for fees when using the bridge or something, maybe, and it like gets burned, then maybe I'd be more bullish on it. But
wouldn't that be, I mean, maybe it is some kind of fees. It probably is some kind of fees. If I had to think about that, it probably is a fee on some section of the bridge. Like maybe the fee for the gravity bridge or for Evmos on this side of the bridge is Evmos. And then on this side of the bridge, for whatever they're bringing to the bridge to cross over, right, is going to be the gravity token. I don't know. Like, I'm so ignorant, but I could be getting this totally wrong. By the way, I'm totally admitting that. So there might be like some kind of fee. I would just assume that would be smart if there was some kind of fee thing here. But then like on this end, it probably is. It probably, if it's not Evmos, it'll be diffusion or wherever you bridge to, or the diff token or whatever it is. But yeah, there's like other than that, like it'd probably be just pure speculation of the liquidity pools.
well, Mike Fajon in chat is saying he's pretty active in Gravity Bridge, and he's saying there is massive fees, and
Is there?
yeah, and they go to stakers. So
Oh, okay. Then there you go. That's
kind of
that.
bullish. To be
Yeah. Then
honest.
then that's totally different. Then if it goes to, because I was going to say, yeah, because you're not looking to get it from the inflation and stuff like that. Then if that's the case, if you stake it, kind of just like Kajura, right? Like we found out yesterday. By the way, I'm not trying to like compare the two, but I guess it is kind of a little bit like the utility or the function of it on top of like being a fee would be that you get the fees from Kajira to that goes to the stakers, right? So on their platform. So that no, that's actually super interesting for both Gravity and Diff and Evmos. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you brought that up. We're gonna have to talk about things, Maneki. Thanks. You said Mike said that.
Yeah, Mike Fajon.
Mike, I'm sorry. I don't read because like Bren knows. Bren's my reader. And if I look over, I already ramble. I will never get anything accomplished. So I apologize. He's like, I wish there, like if this was, we're going to start doing, by the way, some Twitch streams in between. I know, but like we're going to test it out, guys. We're going to do some Twitch streams because Twitch will actually give you like a way to alert the streamer. I feel like I wish there was a buzz button where it's like, look at the screen, damn it. Like I'm trying to tell you something. I have been sleeping on Grav. I really have.
Me too.
Yeah. Like with that kind of news, I will admit I'll be totally agreeing with you. I can't believe that I've slept on that. It's your guys' job to tell me though. Come on. It's Gravity Bridge's job to tell everybody that kind of stuff. That's the one thing I get like so kind of crazy about. like, let's be honest. Between Liam when he comes back, friends, Cryptocito, Dom, myself, like, and even like the Twitter personalities that are out there. If it wasn't for us, I swear to God, you protocols in the Cosmos ecosystem would never have anybody know anything that what you guys are doing.
True.
Like,
Really true.
it is so frustrating. I should have known that personally from the Gravity accounts. Like, that should have been plastered everywhere. That's crazy. But I wish I would have known that in advance. Why do I have to hear it from a friend I should know because it's there. Like, that's insane, right? Like, I that's part of the reason why we started this channel is because it was like, oh, marketing is not their forte. They do lots of AMAs where?
Yeah, that's the first I'm hearing of it, and I follow them on Twitter
Where?
too.
That would be cool. Would Stargaze activates the bridge too? Guys, Mike's dropping some bombs right now. Some bullish bombs. But it's like, I will say, guys, I know I'm kind of ranting. It's the same thing, right? With the Commonwealth, I just said, if you guys want to know what's going on with Commonwealth stuff, like from these devs and stuff like that, like they all talk via Commonwealth usually. But like, how many freaking people go to Commonwealth? I hate it when they use that. It's been on Commonwealth. Come on. How many, like, you need to be like advertising commercials to the people on the social media platforms that they do use, not like the ones that you want to use. That's like saying, oh, I told everybody via email. Like,
I faxed everyone.
yeah, it's, you need to spread it out like butter on social media. Like it's the brand new MySpace when MySpace was brand new. Like,
Right. I sent my messenger pigeon to everyone.
yeah, see,
They should get it soon.
yeah. Did you get that messenger pigeon? Did you see the message I've stuffed in his leg? But like even Mike saying, right, like they do it mostly under the parent company. Like, that doesn't help. That don't help. But in any case, Mike, I don't want to, it's not about just Gravity. All of them do this problem. They all have this problem. Marketing is not their thing. Or informing people is definitely not their thing in the Cosmos. It's in the Cosmos space specifically. Some other places do it really well. But yeah. What other questions we got? We got a lot of questions today, guys. Keep them coming. Yeah. I love it. By the way, if you had a question, like the video, subscribe, please. Help me help you. I got
all of them, to be honest. Actually, Mav said, speaking about bridges, the USDC Nomad in Evmos, any hope to repeg? Should I just swap what I have left, even if losing?
I can't tell you that, dude. I can't.
It's hard to bite that bullet, man.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one. I mean, if it's something like, it just depends, like how much. For me, okay, like I guess I can answer that if I put myself in. If you gave us a little bit more information, like what percentage are you down? And I don't even want to answer that, actually. Now that I said that, like it, because that gives you hopium and stuff like that. It's just one of those things, man. If you can cut ties and it makes you feel better for cutting ties and makes you able to be fluid and move a little bit more, that a lot of times for me personally, I'm not telling you to do this, but for me personally, that is a lot more important and valuable than the actual dollar amount that I hope would come back. It could come back. It could, but like the ability and the inability, because you're there and not able to be fluid and using your capital is very, very damaging, especially if you're there, for God knows how long. Like, you could have made it back sometimes, right? Like, but if that's a question for you, man. That's a question for you. Yes, please, Mike. I would absolutely thank you. I would love to have people. If you guys are like connected to like some of these projects much more than others, please join us on Discord. Let us know. You guys be our liaison or ambassador for the space. We would love that. Chad said, I mentioned a few days ago, but Quicksilver is exciting and boring at the same time. Seems like they have a long stick with the carrot at the end of it. Launch already? Yeah. I was thinking that, what is that commercial, that insurance commercial? I got $1. You got to be faster than that. Little Asian chick's like, she still didn't get it. I'll give you some airdrops. You, nope, not yet. Mav says, was anyways USDC earned by selling Evmos rewards, kind of free money anyways. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Well, if that's, yeah, if it, do it. Lavana has wrecked dragons that were minted on ETH and we're waiting for Gravity Bridge so we can bridge to Stargaze. These aren't the Lavana dragons, by the way, just PFP so far. Oh, Lavana was doing some, we had them on that channel. They did some crazy moves just recently. We gotta catch up with them soon. I think Bees was talking about them. Bees, yeah, there's Bees right there. Nope. Anyone else get the Osmo? I did not. Bees got a whole bunch of random Bostrom stuff though, which was fun and exciting to talk about yesterday. I don't know if with previous exploit something ever repeg in other project. I don't know if with previous exploit something ever repeg in other projects. Yeah, that's a hard call. But yeah, like Chad and Brandon were saying, still a risk.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything out though because of tax reasons as well. You know,
it's true.
It is what it is, man.
That is. You guys gotta like think of that stuff too. The repercussions for touching it. Remember, you gotta decide which cooties you want to have. Some cooties are good. Some cooties are bad. You gotta decide which ones you want to touch. I do want to bring this up. Yesterday we were talking to Kevin from Oni. He's one of the friends of the channel. We really like Oni. We really like Kevin and the whole team over there. It's not just, I know a lot of people think that it's just Kevin. It's not. Kevin is joined by quite a few other individuals that help, do what Oni does. Richard, and I think his name is Ryo. There's many other people that are involved with Oni that are all such a fabulous team. But Kevin was on our Twitter space yesterday, letting us know that he was working on a proposal for Juno. So let me actually just go ahead and let me tell you what. Let me put this in the helpful section down below for the video so you guys can check this out. Super exciting. I just really believe in Kevin. I believe in his whole team. I believe in Oni and what they're doing. And so, if he's putting out a proposal, which I want you guys to go check out, I put it in the link, in the comments, not in the comment section, in the information section down below. Go check out that link if you guys want to on your own time, or if you're watching this later. It's Juno Ecosystem Growth and Sustainability Fund. I love it. You guys know I'm all about good business practices and sustainable money management practices for any company or ecosystem, right? And I think he's thinking forward, so I really like this. I admittingly, for the sake of this video, I haven't read all of this. I'm not going to read it right now. It's quite a bit, right? But I definitely suggest that you guys check it out. If you guys are linked to Commonwealth via Discord or your wallet, it's totally fine to do it with your wallet. You might not want to. It's fine though. You can even create a separate Kepler wallet just to vote on things if you guys don't want people to see things, if you feel weird about that. But definitely partake in there. Let your voice be heard. This is important. And so I want to give a shout out to Kevin and the whole Oni team for working on this. I love it. Like I said, super bullish on Juno, super bullish on Oni as well. And by the way, Kevin, I said it again. We're going to be doing bathtub streams on Twitch, where we chart things in a hot tub, and I will be selling out bathroom hot tub water. I will reserve the first vial of bathtub water just for Oni, so you guys can auction that off later when IBC Gang becomes like the main place to come. So yesterday I do want to talk about just a couple other things. Again, I wasn't trying to FUD Kajira either, by the way. I had a space where we talked about things I talked about a little bit in our stream as well. Super interested in the Kajira hype. Super, and we learned a lot from yesterday, by the way. We learned a whole lot information for Kajira and why a lot of people are getting bullish on Kajira. But I do still have some of my reserves. So shout outs to Kajira. Super bullish on you guys. I think that's awesome what you guys are doing. I need to get me some Kajira. super smart, small liquidity right now on Osmosis. I tried to buy on the Twitter space $1,000. It wouldn't even let me buy $1,000 worth of it because the slippage is so high and the liquidity is so low that it wouldn't even let me fulfill that on there. You could go on the Kujira platform and actually, guys, I'm telling you right now. Look at this. Look at these wicks. Some of y'all, if you guys were placing limit orders, with your pairings, got some really, really cheap assets lately. This is what I'm talking about when you have a low liquidity on some platforms. Like, you can get into some of these crazy situations. I'm not going to say that's going to happen again, but this is the Kujira USDC. You could have bought a whole lot of cheap Kujira with your USDC if you had some limit orders all the way down here. This recently just happened. This is the 5 minute. This is like literally it just happened. Literally just happened, guys. Let's go to the 1 hourly time frame right now for Kujira. Wow. Let me take this off. Go away thing. I don't want to look at you. Remove. Let me see here. There was some wicks. Not so much anymore on the 1 hourly time frame. I mean, look at that right there. Look at those wicks, guys. You guys set some of these, look at this chart. This chart just makes you bullish, right, Bren? Look at this chart.
It does, but I made a post the
buy
other day.
Green candles.
Gotta learn to control the FOMO.
For real. But we learned a lot of bullish things for Kujira. The fees going back to the stakers. But look at this. Holy crap. This is the 4 hour chart, guys. If you guys bought just an average of that floor to where you are right now, not even that long ago, like a month ago, 23 days ago, you're up 323% on spot. Holy crap. And some people are talking about Kujira going no FOMO, no hopium. Just repeating what I saw. Some people are talking about Kujira going to $50 to $100 in the future. Holy snappadoodles.
$50 to $100.
Yeah, that's super. That the math don't even. But some people are. I'm serious. Go look around.
That's
people,
a $5 bill to $10 bill market cap.
Some people talking about that, and they're talking about it obviously in the next bull run and stuff, all the other stuff, and even beyond that, right? But some people are saying if they execute, that's what it could go to. Like, I'm realistically looking for like a $10. That's all I'm looking for. $5, $10. That's move. So some people are just mouth vomiting 50 or $100. I'm not saying that's even realistically possible right now, or even in the short to medium term at all. Because you know how much, like Bren just said, that's a lot of money that has to come in. That's more than what's in the markets right now, I believe. So I don't know where you guys are coming up with all that stuff, but I also had my concerns because, as you guys know, I put out a tweet yesterday, which I did not get a response from either Kujira or Comdex. But again, some people actually filled me into that. I think they're talking about the Orca, like that was their partnering with Comdex for some sort or something like that. But I still would like to know, just for my own sake, who reached out to who first? Was it Comdex or was it Kujira that reached out in that partnership? I'm looking at you guys. I just want to know. And some people were like, should that be private? I'm like, why would it matter if it's private? I would like to know. It could be something beneficial and bullish entirely. I don't care. I just want to know who reached out to who. That's all I want to know. Let me get to this DEX real quick. We'll put it in the edit, but I'll put it in the helpful links of the day. I know Blau actually did a whole bunch of limit orders. I'm going to put some smaller limit orders there, but I'm definitely going to put some limit orders here because I can't buy greens. I'm going to probably, I don't know if I'll ever get it, but I'll probably put it here at 133, probably put it an average of like 114, obviously here, 98 cents. And then, obviously below down here, like there's a big unbonding happening, isn't there?
Yeah.
Let's look at that. Oh, wait. It's not going to be.
Ambito tagged me in it. Let me find it here. On the 22nd of August, 1.1 million Kuji will be unstaked. Considering there's only 40 million staked, that's a very large amount.
That's huge. So what day is that?
22nd of August. Let me see.
A couple days,
That is
5 days.
Monday,
Yeah, five
next
days from
Monday.
now. I'm waiting then. I can wait. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, especially with the low liquidity. If this person tries to sell that much,
Yeah. This is probably somebody that did this,
yeah.
bought this, and probably caused this candle right here. Probably caused that candle right there. Right?
Who knows though? Maybe they're not selling, right? Who knows? Right? It could be
Maybe
anything.
maybe they're redisputing to validators. Could be. Moving around like CCN. I'm not comparing whoever you are. I'm not comparing you to CCN, but spreading it out, which would be great. Which would for the I think there actually is a top heavy situation right now for Kuji, right? Like for their validators and stuff like that. They definitely need to all of these chains need to kind of move it around and kind of like equal it out as far as the weight goes. So it could be that. It really could be that. God bless though. Ugh.
I don't know, man. Out of nowhere, like the amount of hype we're seeing on this right now, usually after that type of hype,
Kujir didn't like. I would say though, because I was thinking about it, they didn't really come out of nowhere. Like they were, obviously Terra and all this other stuff. But like, yeah, it is kind of a bit too sudden, too quick for me. And sometimes, admittingly, guys, like I'm going to try to get into it, but like, admittingly, like I don't feel like sometimes you just don't get everything, and it's okay. You don't chase it either. Like, the job is to not swing at everything. The job is to swing at the things that you're confident in, informed in, and, have done your homework in. I will admit, I missed this. I wish I didn't, but I missed it. Totally missed it. I even heard people talking about it, but I missed it. So, it's super worrisome talking about $50 to $100 Kuji. Like what?
I mean, that's with everything. Those people who spit out those type of numbers don't know how market cap and supply works, so
Yeah. And
they're actually clueless.
IBC Muff is saying Kuji can be used to mint USK coming soon. Might be why they're unbonding. Could be. Could be. I don't know. Like honestly, I know a lot of validators that are trying to fight to stay in to their active set or trying to move up in their delegation for the roles. Or I'm like, I get it. You do what you got to do. It's your business. I get it. But they are out there, and some of the partnerships that they have with people are pumping on social media this narrative like it can never come down.
Yeah. Chad said something in the chat earlier that I 100% agree with. He said, seems like validators are a good place to get information, but at the same time, if they validate for the chain, maybe not the best place to get information.
Yeah.
They want you to buy and stake with them. Maybe
Yeah.
a little bit of a sales pitch. I 100% agree.
Yep. But that's why. But again, I don't mean to get into this stuff, but I guess we can talk about it. It kind of reference, right? And I'm not trying to spread FUD to some of these other talking heads on YouTube or content providers. I don't even know if they really consider themselves, because now you're neck deep into the ecosystem, so you're not really like, you're primarily getting your money from the ecosystem, right? So okay, I'll just say it, whatever. Like Friends YouTube channel, they're validator all over the place, right? Cito, validator all over the place. Why do you think everybody goes to these few? Why do you think like they say certain things? It's all for profit. I'm not trying to stir the pot or be fudful and stuff like that, but this is why I don't. It would be so much easier. And again, I've alluded to this so many times. One of these days, maybe if I didn't like fully have respect for myself and like honor other people, even if they are coming at me that way. I've been asked many times, and I sometimes want to bring it up to the community. Like I've thought about it, like, hey, at one point, maybe it is time to pivot or whatnot. I've been asked multiple times to make partnerships for validators, for protocols, and to market. I've foregone all of that stuff because I think the real value and the thing that I really like, one, I don't need, like, honestly, I don't need it, right? Like financially, I've always said that stuff, but like the real value is being able to be, is the ability to stand on your own 2 feet with no strings attached. Like really, right? Like, you can fall on your own face, but if you do, there's nobody else. Like it's still, you can have your own mistakes and you can have your own rewards, right? And it's all yours. It's the communities together. I really value that. Like I'm indically, like I'm not growing as fast on YouTube compared to other talking heads or on Twitter that do make agreements and stuff like that. Sure. And like I'm foregoing all of that short-term profitability financially for something that I feel is a lot more valuable for the ecosystem and for even myself. And that is the ability to stay genuine and to stay fully transparent and to be able to say what I want to say with no kind of dilution or anything like that. Like I can, even if I'm wrong, like, right, whatever. And I'm not saying like that they're wrong for doing the things, but like, it's hard to trust people when they have a financial reason or benefit to fall back on for saying what they're saying, or for showing you, or maybe not showing you the things that you become privileged to later on your own account, or, you know, whatever the case may be. There's a huge value there. And I respect it. Like it's hard sometimes. I really do think the IBC Gang LLC, this channel, myself would be, I know firsthand because I can pull up offers, would be far more financially better off than where we are right now. But then nobody could come here and actually listen to me. Even if you disagree, when you're disagreeing with me, it's a genuine disagreement, not anything that's getting fed or even tainted in my mind because I have some overlord or commitment or responsibility attached to me. You know, this community is a community. IBC Gang is a community. I don't even look at my stream as mine or the Discord as mine. Like, I think it's like a community thing. Hell, I was talking about to a gentleman the other day about a Trader's NFT that got one, and no disrespect to him, but it was baffling to him when I was like, yo, are you willing to part with that NFT that you got with the IBC Gang logo on the poster? And he was like, you know, we got into a little bit of things about the ins and outs details of it. And he was like, wait, you know, you're saying that you asked the community? Because per the thing, I was going to ask the community, like, is it worth me getting that stuff? Like, I think that's valuable. I value everybody else's feelings and positions and opinions about things. Because I really do think you guys are the most important people in the world. And if I ever partner with anybody, it's going to be really hard for me, or probably damn near impossible for me, to keep my fiduciary promise that I've made to myself with the channel and your guys' best interest, right? I don't know if do you guys get that? Like, it's hard. It's super hard. But like at some point, I've literally asked myself, like, holy snap, man, should I start taking, like, should I start a validator thing? Should I, like, whatever? But I'm not a technical guy. So I'd like, everybody's asked me, when is IBC validator coming on and stuff like that. Like, I would love to run a validator for the people kind of thing. But I just don't see a way to do that with keeping my genuine commitment to the community intact. You know? Yeah. It's hard. It's really hard. I'm thinking of a couple of ways, right, to generate revenue, because obviously, right, like I have many other ways outside of crypto that generates me enough revenue to where I can do this kind of stuff. But I would like any endeavor that I do spend so much time like I do with this and everything else that we do. I spend a lot of time here, and I've done it at a loss. I've given out thousands of dollars. Ask any Maneki holder. Thousands of dollars. I've made nothing on YouTube. So, like, eventually I would like this effort and commitment to start being fruitful, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way, man. I'm trying to figure out a way. It really does help with your guys' likes, your guys' subscriptions. Like I said, YouTube gives me crumbs, but it is a start. We will be doing stuff on Twitter. Not Twitter, Twitch. It is a little bit easier to get a a little bit of a financial benefit for streaming there. I'm not gonna lie, YouTube, it's horrible here. But like if you have an Amazon account, you guys can give me a free sub, which helps tremendously. Just for having a Twitch account. Like, so maybe we're gonna start doing that. I don't know. I got to start doing something though. Because yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot, but it's okay. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And I'll be here no matter what. But we're working through it. We're working through it. Anyway, that was such a rant, guys. I appreciate you guys 1000%. You guys are the most important people in the whole wide world. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please, before we leave, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification. Be on the lookout. Maneki, I do have a prop that I'm working on. I couldn't finish it. It was a long night. I'm trying to be detailed about it. We're going to be trying to make some moves here, some big moves here with some investments shortly. So be on the lookout for that. I will be hosting a space later. Be talking to you guys in Discord. Peace, love. See you guys tomorrow.
See you guys.